Hello everyone, this is Iftikhar from iftikhar.us. Today in this video tutorial I will show you how to install WordPress on your computer. To do that, first thing we need to do is go to wordpress.org and click on download WordPress. Click download WordPress once again. We also need XAMPP, so go to google.com and type XAMPP. This is the software that we would need to install WordPress on our computer. So click on exampsourceforge.net. Okay, from here click on files. As you can see, there were many different versions of XAMPP, so if you're running a Mac computer you can go ahead and download the Mac version of XAMPP, but since we're using Windows computer I would go for XAMPP Windows. Now I already downloaded all these files. Seems like 5.6.3 is the latest version, so click on it and get the latest version from here. There were many different versions of XAMPP. There were some that needs to install on your computer, and there was a portable version as well. Personally, I prefer using portable version because you don't need to install anything. You can simply download this file and extract all the files on your computer, which I did already. So what we need to do is open up our WordPress download file. Okay, so minimize this and let's extract it on our desktop computer first. Meanwhile, let's go to my D drive. This is where you can see the portable version of XAMPP has already been copied over here. So let's get inside and let's open up XAMPP control. This is the software interface that you need to run both the Apache and MySQL, because you would need this to install WordPress. So as you can see, Apache and MySQL, both of them are running. We don't need to do anything over here. So let's minimize this and let's go to inside htdocs folder. This is the folder where we would be installing WordPress. So let's drag it over here. Okay, so let's rename this folder as test. Oh, seems like we already have a folder called test, so let's put TUT or tutorial. Okay, now go to your browser and type localhost tutorial. Okay, so this is the WordPress installation first screen you are looking at. Now select the language that you like. I'm selecting English as a default. Click continue. Click let's go. Now at this point you can see we need database username and also the password, database host, and also the table prefix. So what we need to do, go back to the XAMPP control panel and click on admin button from MySQL row. Click on it and let's create a database actually. So let's type it tutorial. As you can see, the tutorial table has just been created. Now if you click on users, you can see I do have quite a few user, PMA, root. So as you can see, we have a user called root and it doesn't have any password. So we will install the WordPress on our computer with the root username, who's actually the admin of this database. I would personally recommend, if you're doing it on your computer, you can use a password. It's entirely up to you, but it's always recommended to use with the password, but I'm not going to use any password. So let's type the database name that we just created. That's tutorial and the username is root. As you can remember, there were no password, and the database host should be localhost by default since you're installing it on your computer. The table prefix is basically the prefix of the table names that would be generated by WordPress installation process. You can change it or you can keep it the way it is. I will keep it the way it is right now. So let's click submit. Click run the install. Now you can type tutorial site and this is my username for this site. I already used it for a different WordPress installation, but I would keep it the way it is right now. Let's type the password. Even though it shows it's a very weak password, but it really doesn't matter when you are working on your computer. But if you're installing WordPress on a live server, I would recommend you to use very strong password that also follow this hint that would guide you through that what kind of password is a strong password. Now, I really don't need an email, but I would definitely put an email address like test@test.com. I don't need search engines to crawl this site or index this site, so click install WordPress. And as you can see, the WordPress has been installed successfully. Let's click on login, and I'm going to be using the username, same username that I just, and the password. So let's click on login. As you can see, we do have brand new site on our computer, installed on our computer within the tutorial folder. So every time you want to visit this page, or I want to visit this page, I have to go to tutorial, localhost /tutorial. This is the URL for this WordPress installation. Since I do have a few more WordPress installed on my computer, I need to go different directories. So this is pretty much the basic process of installing WordPress. As you can see, it's very simple, and we have the post sections over here. You can see the default post has been added onto the post sections, and there are quite a few things that needs to be updated as well. It seems like the plugins need some update. I'm not going to update it. I just tried to show you the basic UI of WordPress, and this is basically the simple process of installing WordPress on your own computer. So there'll be a few more videos coming up, so stay tuned for more detailed video on WordPress and a lot more tutorials on WordPress. Stay tuned. See you soon. Bye-bye.